Welcome to GunnersLoversTV. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm your host, Augustine. Today, we're going to be talking about the situation with the transfer window concerning Arsenal. First, we'll discuss Joshua Zirkzee. Joshua Zirkzee is a player that plays for Bologna. And we've discussed him before that Arsenal have their eyes on him. So the latest on 90 minutes sports in the evening standard newspaper is that the release clause for Joshua Zirkzee is now known to everybody. It's open now. It is 43 million euros. 43 million euros. But the bad news concerning that, because I know we quickly jump to say Arsenal can afford that. Yes. But the bad news is that that release clause only applies to Bayern Munich, his former club. That release clause only applies to Bayern Munich, his former club. Therefore, Bayern Munich is not even answering calls concerning Joshua Zirkzee. So the director for Bologna, Marco Vaio, has said that for other clubs like Arsenal, Man U, who have their eyes on Joshua Zirkzee, their own price is variable. That's the word he used. The price for other club is variable. That means they can decide to give many interpretations you can give to that. They can decide to tell Arsenal it's 100 million. They can tell Man U it's 150. Huh? They can decide to say this is the price, but that is different from what they are giving Bayern Munich. So the possibility of buying him, as the paper would say, looks more likely to be a summer issue. But again, as we say on this program, you never can say never when it comes to transfers. So let's keep our fingers crossed and watch that development as it goes, you know. Quickly, we move into the issue of ThomasPartey. We're going to be saying these stories not in the order of preference now. ThomasPartey has now been missed by both Ghana and Arsenal. His value is so high that Ghana is feeling the heat of missing ThomasPartey, because that stabilizing factor and forward movement and runs that he makes, his passes, is being missed by Ghana. Otherwise, that match Ghana was leading against Ivory Coast, if ThomasPartey was there, I believe they would not have drawn that match. They would have won that match, because Partey would have tightened the knots in that defensive midfield. He would have tightened the knots. And of course, you know, when he plays for Ghana, he's also very energetic. He's patriotic. So it's double adrenaline that's flowing through him when he plays for Ghana. So Ghanaians are missing him in that national team. And there's no way he's going to come back before their next match. So we just hope that Ghana scales through in their group as it is at the moment. That 2-2 draw was a big blow. So the same thing, Arsenal is missing the services of ThomasPartey, because you can't imagine what our midfield would have looked like with Declan Rice and ThomasPartey. The idea of bringing in Havertz would have been like a kind of a substitution. Yes, I think Arteta's original plan was to put Declan Rice so I can play more forward and to feed that Xhaka's role, while the defense, which is already strong, ThomasPartey would have closed the shop completely for other clubs not to come in. That's it. So So Arsenal is missing ThomasPartey. Ghana is missing ThomasPartey. So I don't know where we can go from here, but as it is now, that is the truth of the matter. So another story making the round at the moment is Calin Phillips. Remember we talked about West Ham yesterday showing strong interest in Smith Rowe, and it was rejected outrightly by Arteta and his crew. They rejected the approach made at West Ham. Of course, declined that any contact was made. Now they have moved forward now to another target, which is Calin Phillips of Manchester City, former Leeds player. You know, we discussed one time that the time we were looking for Declan Rice, was it Calin Phillips, was it Casido, was it Declan Rice? Which one do we prefer? Remember that time we said Declan Rice. So this time around, it is West Ham that is looking for him, to have him on loan. How that discussion will go, we don't know, but that's what West Ham is doing at the moment. On to other news, we start from African Cup of Nations, and it concerns a Man U player called Onana. So Man U players, they are not hoping to, they don't want him to come back even, because yesterday also he considered another 3 goals. You see, Senegal dealt with them. Senegal beat Cameroon again in their match. Senegal beat Cameroon 3-1, and even the latest bridegroom in town, Sadio Mane, scored Onana. In fact, one of the goals, they said the way Onana moved himself to try and get the ball was very weak. So many Man U fans who commented on it said it's better he doesn't come back. Let him just remain with Cameroon squad. So he's there. Cameroon, nobody knows how they will fail in their remaining matches, whether they are going to qualify or not. Anyway, that's for Onana. And then regarding Mo Salah, which we talked about, who got injured. He got injured, he had a hamstring. That was why he was actually removed. You know, we were saying maybe he was tired. But that's come to light now that he had a hamstring. But Klopp was asked, they don't know the severity of the hamstring at the moment. He's being examined. So they are checking him. So maybe more details will come out tomorrow, next tomorrow, from the Egyptian medical team, for us to know the extent of his injury. And we move again to the Pro League in Saudi. Remember Steven Gerard, we talked about him being the coach in Etihad. See? So in Etihad in Saudi. But now news came up today that his contract has been extended up to about 2027, 2028. He's very happy. He has thanked the management of the club that shows his hard work has received recognition. That's the word. So Steven Gerrard, why he is being given extension in his contract, somebody like Mourinho is being sacked in Roma, and Guardiola sitting on the kingship throne for 10 years. He has also been made the best manager by FIFA, the award that he has just received not long ago. So that is that. And then we'll quickly move to female football, which we delved into yesterday, the Aston Villa, for instance, are doing well. Aston Villa women beat Leicester women 1-0. Also, Arsenal did beat Man City 3-1, yeah, women. But the most interesting one coming up now is the FA Cup tie that is going to be on February 11. The date has been made known now. So if you want to enjoy more football, February 11, Arsenal women versus Manchester City Women Football Club. Yes, in the Women's Super League, to be highly contested. So it's something that everybody should watch. Good. You remember the player that played for Watford at a time when he was their captain, Troy Deeney. He's now a manager. He's now a manager, but things are not going well. You see, he was until now the manager for Forest Green Rovers. I think in League 2. Yes. The manager before him was sacked, and then he was employed. He had 3 wins, 3 draws. But he was also given a touchline ban, about 4-match touchline ban. For the same thing he did against Arsenal those days, he used to say we don't have muzzles to play. That he couldn't believe it. More or less, he just gave Ozzy a little bit of his shoulder. He was flying and all that, everybody falling. So his mouth is has put him into trouble again. He has now been sacked by the club. So his employment has been terminated because of his statement. They said he made very, very undignified statement that does not suit the status of a manager. The statements were deemed to be extremely uncontrollable, and as such, he was given ban. So Troy Deeney has lost his job. Gerard has got contract extension. Guardiola has been given best manager by FIFA. Mourinho has been sacked by Roma. Like, share, and subscribe. Do not walk past. This is GunnersLoversTV. Please share this video to your friends. Help us click the notification bell. When I will receive video, bring out videos, you'll be the first to receive them. Remember, Jesus Christ loves you, and we love you on this channel. Stay tuned as we'll be preparing for the Arsenal Crystal Palace match. Yes, it's coming up not long from now, and we'll be talking to you again.